go. Season, my God, can you believe it, 4, episode dose 2, whatever. Here we go. We're in. It's freaking National Apricot Day. Of course it's National Apricot Day. Why wouldn't it be? I've been waiting for National Apricot Day for about 6 hours. Yeah, I found out today it's National Apricot Day. And then we found it and it all worked out. Folks, here's the thing. I've got for you tonight the quarantine Fairbanks cocktail. Paul, what is it? Is that what you're drinking? No, this is it's a pre-gamer. Don't worry about it. Hands over here. It's like, distractions. Whoa. Anyway, here we go. Now, I will tell you this. So tonight, we're starting something new. Shelby does not believe I can do it, but I'm going to do it. The show, we're going back. We're going classic. We're going to try to get this show to about 10 minutes because I think that's she's laughing already. I think that's our time frame. 10 minutes. We can do a cocktail. I can give you enough history.
You've already been talking 5 minutes.
Huh?
You've already been talking 5 minutes.
We're 1 minute in. Folks, come on. Let's do this. Blue Monkey Quarantine at 10 minutes of cocktail history plus a drink. It's all good. Folks, come on in. Blue Monkey Quarantine, only business is 10 minutes of monkey business, which is really about all I can handle anyway. Here we go. Folks, there it is. The Blue Monkey Quarantina. Let's do this.
Well, that's interesting. There we go.
There we are. Here we are. Here we go. We've only got 10 minutes, so there's no time for BS or anything. We're just rolling. Are we up? Sheld's it working?
Yep.
Let's do this. Blue Monkey Quarantine at 10 minutes.
See, look at that.
See, it's working because I heard it because it's playing in the background. Folks, here we go. National Apricot Day. I don't know if you paid attention last week. Last week, season 4, episode 1, because this is 2, so last week would have been 1. Shelby threw out a challenge. She said, Paul, I have an idea. What if we try to get rid of maybe the 200 bottles of liquor that we have floating around of our house that we can't even fit in a bar anymore? I said, I love that idea. I said, here's the problem. How are we going to get rid of like some of these crazy drinks that we have? Like, I don't know, Creme de Noyaux. I'm like, the pink squirrel, that's the only thing you can make with Creme de Noyaux except for National Apricot Day. Because, folks, here's what's great. Creme de Noyaux is made with apricot pits. Yes, it's true. Creme de Noyaux, while it tastes like almonds, it's actually apricot pits that are distilled and then with brandy. And then you have this beautiful, artificially colored drink that tastes like almonds.
Darcy agrees that you can't introduce yourself in 10 minutes. Keep going. Keep talking.
I got this. 34. I got 6 minutes. So, here we go.
We miss you.
1922 is where we're going back to. 1922. That's how old this drink is. Harry McLahone, remember we talked about him. He wrote the ABC of mixing cocktails. Great cocktail book. Great name of a cocktail book. And he created the Fairbanks, no S, cocktail. Paul, you're doing the Fairbanks cocktail. Actually, I'm doing Fairbanks number 2 cocktail. Folks, we'll get there in a second. But the Fairbanks cocktail was created, and it's basically the same drink. Oh, by the way, side note, while I'm doing this, little ice in martini glasses so they're chilled. Because, folks, I'm not drinking a warm drink tonight. Anyway, so Harry creates this cocktail. And he does not ever tell why or how the name came about. But somebody said that, in fact, this drink was named after Senator Charles Fairbanks, who was a personal friend. And that this is where the cocktail originated and all that. Now, just a little history for you. Senator Charles Fairbanks is actually the Indiana senator at the time, born in Ohio, in case you're curious. Go Bengals. We lost the state football championship today, the Cleveland Browns. Anyway, side note. Anyway, back to Senator Charles Fairbanks. Yes, I'm going to get done in 10 minutes. Don't worry about it. He was more than a senator. He was actually vice president to Theodore Roosevelt about 1905. And while this all sounds like, oh, this is his drink, 1922, 1905, there's one problem with it. He was a very progressive man, and he was a very firm believer, even back then, about prohibition. Yeah, he didn't drink. So how and why would anybody ever make a cocktail in his honor if he didn't even drink and was a supporter of prohibition? But yet, that's the first story we have on where this drink came from. Paul, what is the drink? Folks, I'm going to make it for you. I don't know why things are falling off the shelf right now every time I slap, but it's happening. So, Creme de Noyaux. We are making tonight the Fairbanks cocktail. It's basically a martini. Not just a martini, it's a pink martini. Yeah, this already sounds good. And what's fun about it, it is made with Creme de Noyaux, which is what is known as a lost ingredient cocktail. Sounds exciting, right?
It does. So
the problem is that Creme de Noyaux is becoming harder and harder to find, especially in the States. So what happens is there's this short list of cocktails that are called lost ingredient cocktails because they're just hard to find, and I'm going to share one with you tonight. You're welcome. So how do you make it? It's basically a gin martini. So if we're going to make a martini, now this is, look at this. What? I'm pulling it out. And I have 3 minutes left. Here we go. So it's a gin drink. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a little bit of ice in here. We're going to go with, it's a 2-to-1 gin. It's a great little drink. You want a London Dry. We're going 5 stories local.
Maybe you should ease it back to 15 minutes.
Easy. Let's see where it falls. Back. 1.5 ounces per of gin.
Can't just go cold turkey though.
I know. So there's 1.5 ounces. One for Shelby. Then French, also AKA known as Dry Vermouth.
Is this a bottle we just? That's not the bottle we just bought.
No. That's upstairs. That's for dirties upstairs. This is downstairs.
The dirty martini bottle.
3/4 ounce. So we're going to go 1.5 ounces total. Folks, again, I know people are like, oh, I don't like vermouth. I'm going to keep telling you over and over again, you had bad vermouth. Vermouth makes the drink. It makes a good martini. It makes a great dirty martini. Anyway, just trust me. So there it is. You got 1.5 ounces, 3/4 ounce. Now, you're coming in with orange bitters, 2 dashes. You ready for this? 4 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the orange. Now, Paul, where's this all coming? Here it comes. The Noyaux. Creme de Noyaux. And, I've got a dash measuring. We're going to try this. I have an idea. Hold on. We're going to go with 1, 2, 3, and 4. There it is. You're lacking the pink, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah. It's not as pink as we'd like it.
I think it needs to be more.
I can smell it already. What I think, here's what I would say. If I was going to do this, and I'll just do one just to show. It says orange bitters. I think it should have been aromatic bitters. And here's why.
Which one's the one that's got the cinnamon in it?
Because here's why. Watch. So give that a twirl. And then we're going to come in with 2 beautiful martini glasses. Let me move this out of the way.
I find it ironic, the one episode Darcy's on, she's got bitters that she can't have.
And then we're going to come in our chilled glasses. pink?
It's blushy.
That's pretty close.
It's pretty.
It is pretty. And then
Yours.
we're going to come in with a little emergency. So as much as they fought over this drink of who created it, and I will tell you this, back in 1905, Theodore Roosevelt, big proclaimer of emergency. Building highways, saving lives. I don't know, I forget what his slogan was, but something like that. Little emergency. And then a little garnish. We're coming in with little orange slice around the rim. Boom. One for me.
I'll call that blush.
We'll call it a blush. I'll give you a blush. There it is, folks. Fairbanks cocktail. Number 2. I'll get to the number 2 in a second. How is it? Great, just herbal, that London Dry. You get all those notes, everything. It's gin delicious. Oh, yes. So that could be a new
Favorite?
Yeah. Here's why. That little hint of almond.
Ooh.
Wait, Paul, I thought it was apricot. It is apricot, but for some crazy scientific reason that we don't understand because we haven't drank enough, is when you stew apricot pits in basically brandy. Thank you, Brandy. She's everywhere. What happens is you get an almond flavor. Yes, you could use almond-flavored liqueur in this, but this is what you want to use. And it is delicious. All right, now, I'm going to leave you with this. 1930, there is another version of this story because a lot of people do not enjoy or appreciate the fact that this drink is named after a vice president who was for Prohibition. It doesn't make sense. So 1930, my man Harry Craddock, Savoy cocktail book, he came up with Fairbanks, plural, cocktail number 2. And in that one, he actually put a note in his cocktail book. And the note said, and literally it said, note, colon, we often wondered what Doug did it on. Now we know, and are going to try to do it ourselves. So this whole Doug did it on, all that, it was Doug Fairbanks. And the idea, it was Doug Fairbanks, the actor, who was like the epitome of the man of that time. So Doug Fairbanks, Sr., by the way, he played in Three Musketeers, Robin Hood, Zorro, did all of his own stunts. He was like the Jackie Chan. Like, he did everything. I mean, go back, it was all silent movies, but he tore it up, and he was the man, and this cocktail was a nod to his manhood. So, folks, whatever. Here it is. It's Apricot Sunday. That's all I know. And I have found one way to get rid of my Creme de Noyaux. And for that, I feel like I've cracked my manhood. Boom.
Why don't you keep talking for another 45 seconds and
Nope.
run it out to 15 minutes?
Oh my gosh, 15, not bad. Folks, there it is. That's your 15 minutes of cocktail
not yet.
show. It will be one at a time. I'm done.
Yeah.
So we're taking it from
30
20 to
seconds.
15.
Got 30 seconds.
Oh, who
30
cares? And there we go. We did it, folks. I cut it all the way in half / 3/4. I don't know. I appreciate everybody being here. It's another gin-tastic night. What's my shirt say? Let the evening be gin. Let the evening begin, be gin. We're here.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming with us tonight. Folks, we will see you next week. Oh, next week.
End it now.
Travel show.
Bye.
Love you all. Good night. Cheers.